Hey, everybody. I'm here with comedian Ron Placone. Hello, Ron. How are you?
Hey, Jimmy. Happy New Year, buddy.
Happy New Year. We're here. We're talking about the Women's March that happened on the 21st, after the inauguration. And it was an amazing outpouring. People are awake now. Like, oh, my God, I really want to. I'm paying attention, and we need to do something to fix our country. So that was good to see. So people, again, are energized, and they're looking for something to do. David Axelrod tweeted this out. He said, "This outpouring today is extraordinary and inspiring, but if all this energy isn't channeled into sustained political action, it will mean little." And he's right about that. Except our good friend Hussein, who I must follow, tweeted out, he fixed it. See, look, I fixed it for you. Do you see what he fixed? If you look at the bottom... So this outpouring today is extraordinary, inspiring, but if all this energy isn't channeled to sustained political action, it will remain little. And the date on it is January 21st, 2017. He crossed that out and put in 2009. And that's pretty much sums up why we had to have this march today. Why did we have this march today? Because in 2009, everybody went to sleep because we elected a black guy, Barack Obama, with a Muslim name, and he's got to be as lefty as they come, and he's going to fix everything. In fact, all his rhetoric said he was going to fix everything, except he didn't. It was, like Cenk Uygur says, change on the outside, continuity on the inside. I don't have to go over it again, but I will. This made the banks bigger. He didn't break them up. He didn't prosecute them. He didn't use the antitrust laws. All the stuff he could have did without Congress. He expanded the wars from 2 to 7. We ran out of bombs. He implemented austerity. He tried to cut Social Security and Medicare. He gave us, when he had complete control of government, they gave us a right-wing health care plan with no public option. That still leaves 30 to 33 million people uninsured. That's why we have Trump. And by the way, you know, his big, if you read Listen Liberal, you'll know this, that Barack Obama had that amazing email list. They had all those activists, all those progressives who were waiting for him to tell them what to do. He had an army of people on that email list waiting, tell us what to do. And Barack Obama, in their own words, they disbanded it because they're hard to control. Those people are hard to control. And by the way, he didn't want any activism. His donors didn't want any activism, so we didn't get any. He disbanded all those. Barack Obama could have used that for a force for good. He could have hammered single payer every day of his life. He could have hammered a $15 minimum wage. He could have got us out of war. He could have done a lot of things. He didn't do anything. I'm telling you, if people who love Barack Obama knew what he actually did, they would be like me. They would feel like I feel. They would say the things I say. But people aren't aware of how corrupted the Democratic Party is. Instead of prosecuting bankers, Barack Obama puts them at the board of his foundation. Kamala Harris doesn't prosecute Steve Mnuchin, but when he's nominated for Secretary of Treasury, oh, she's upset. You're so upset at that guy you could have prosecuted, should have prosecuted, but didn't. Lip service. So people don't know that Barack Obama did that and did that on purpose, disbanded his army of people. Read this book. It'll tell you all about it. Watch our interview. Watch the interview we did. It'll tell you all about it. Barack Obama became president. It meant very little. We got 5% change. And he could have did 50% change all on his own. Didn't need any help from the Republicans. That's that whole thing. Well, the Republicans obstructed. He could have done 50% stuff himself. People forget he kept begging the Republicans to help him cut Medicare and Social Security. That was the grand bargain.
Well, not just that, but the more I reflect on things in the past, the more it was never a secret that Obama was just center right. Like that was like I think back to all this and I'm like, in 2008, was I super excited about Barack Obama? No, I didn't support him in the primary. I supported Dennis Kucinich. Why? Because I thought Obama was way too moderate and he was center right. Like he always was. But he would, had there been more activism, had there been more people demanding, no, this isn't good enough, we need single payer, he might have at least listened and maybe have been like pushed into being that more FDR type figure, like one of the guests on the show had talked about. But he was never that guy naturally. He never was. So when the country went to sleep, they never got that guy because that's never who he was in the first place.
Right. He needed to be pushed into everything, and they didn't. They were like, well, if Barack Obama says the best we could get is a right-wing healthcare plan with no public option, I guess that's the best we can get. He could have renegotiated NAFTA himself, by the way. I found that out also reading this book. He didn't need congressional approval. There's a safety clause in the NAFTA. That's what Donald Trump's going to do right away. Anyway, that's another story we're getting to. But that, I think, see, this is the thing. Like this tweet should have been sent out 8 frickin' years ago, just like Hussein says. This is oh, physician, heal thyself. Look into the mirror. Instead, what happened to the Democrats in those 8 years? They got completely wiped out. Completely wiped out. 70% of all the state legislatures are Republican. The House is Republican. The Senate's Republican. The presidency's Republican. Wiped out.
And there's never been an organization better at snatching defeat from the jaws of victory than the Democratic Party.
Oh, you're 100% right, Ron.
Never. They are the Cleveland Browns of political parties. They
are the Washington Generals.
There you go.
They are the Washington Generals. And let me tell you something. This midterm, Trump already going in is more unpopular than George Bush was after Katrina, which means these midterms should be a bloodbath, except corporate Democrats are standing in the way. Because you can't beat something with nothing. You got to have something to beat them with. And when you put people on stage who everyone knows kneecapped the real progressive in the race, Bernie Sanders, when you put corporate Democrats on stage like Debbie Wasserman Schultz, who people know kneecapped a real progressive and cheated. You're upset that Donald Trump's unethical? The whole DNC cheated. Not only the Democrats, they cheated the country. Out of a progressive. They cheated. And somehow I'm supposed to be more upset at Donald Trump's corruption than I am at Debbie Wasserman Schultz, and that's why we have goddamn Trump. Justice Democrats coming at you.